Guys, we have some breaking news. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just posted this photo of him and his son hiking in Phoenix, and it literally set the internet on fire. This is going to be definitely a lighthearted video, but I do think it's going to be a good one. This isn't going to be really about politics more than it's going to be about life. But I do think I'm going to use this as an example to talk about a little bit of the human condition. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Please consider liking and subscribing. This is going to be a good one. All right, check this out. So RFK Jr. posted this photo of him and his son Finn hiking. The caption was, "With Finn atop Camelback in Phoenix this morning." Period. All right. Has over 1 million views, a ton of comments, and people are freaking out because of this one specific reason, which is that Kennedy is wearing jeans in what I'm assuming is 110-degree weather in Phoenix. But here's the thing. All right. I wasn't going to make this video, but then I saw Meghan McCain here, where she was pretty much dragging Kennedy for this. She said, respectfully, as a born and bred Phoenician, hiking Camelback Mountain in July in jeans is just absolutely bat crap crazy, my friend. All right. Obviously, this is not the most traditional attire, but I do want to talk about what I'm saying here. All right, because I do think this is kind of just a little bit of a metaphor for something awesome, which is I genuinely don't think that your environment should define your discipline. And we know this about Kennedy because there are things that he says he does every single day. You know, he eats meat every single day. He works out every single day. He goes to, I believe, AA meetings every single day, regardless of where he is in the country. He makes sure that he does those specific things. And I just think this matters so much because so many times people, whenever they're getting into something, or it's almost like their discipline is reliant on their comfortability. It's like, I'm going to do it as long as the environment is perfectly curated to my liking. But that's not how life works. Sometimes your environment won't comply to your desires. But then it makes now your decision is, are you going to do the thing that you said you were going to do? Or are you simply going to put it off to the side and compromise your integrity? Are you going to compromise your discipline? Are you going to compromise what you see for the future? But RFK Jr. didn't do that right now. He said, no, I don't care if it's 110-degree weather. I don't care if it's 50-degree weather. I'm going to do this. Why? Because your environment shouldn't define your discipline. Obviously, I want to be super clear here. Obviously, RFK Jr. did not dress for comfort. All right. But you know how he dressed? He dressed like it didn't matter. And if you were to ask me, that says everything you need to know about this man. And forgive me if I'm getting a little, defensive over here, over my guy. But I do think this is just a good moment for life. Like the moment that you need ideal conditions to show up, you've already compromised what you're trying to accomplish. So you know what? I will take Kennedy in jeans trying to put out a good message to millions of people, which is, hey, it's the weekend. Why not go outside? Why not go hiking? And he's like, I don't care. Like, you don't have the hiking clothes. You don't have that special backpack with the little water bottle thing. It's okay. You don't need any of that. I'm hiking in just what I'm wearing, jeans and a t-shirt. All right. And just some normal shoes, although I do think those are hiking shoes, but it does, I feel like he's permanently in hiking shoes, which is just awesome to me. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is the message that this picture was supposed to send. It was supposed to send this uplifting moment like, hey, it's Saturday morning, and you know what I'm doing? I'm hanging out with my family. And we're not just hanging out, we're actually exercising, we're actually engaging our bodies. Do you have any idea how high they are right now? There are people in the comment section who are saying, this is a tough mountain to climb. And to do this in the middle of July, and to do this in Phoenix, and to do this in jeans, that is insane. but he did it. He's doing it because it's not about the environment. It's about doing it. I do think what's unfortunate here is because of this eruption of a debate that happened, like so many people ended up missing the point. And this is really what happens whenever we criticize people. When we criticize people and we find some line to disagree with them on, it actually moves us further away from what this person was actually trying to communicate. And I do think sometimes people just want to find something to disagree with from another person to dismiss what they're trying to say, right? To dismiss any sort of credibility, to dismiss any sort of conviction what from the truth that they're trying to share. Like the point of this was to promote exercise. The point of this was to maybe promote family time. And now others are utilizing this and weaponizing this moment to mock someone as they're breaking a sweat with their son. Like Kennedy is in his 70s and he just climbed up this mountain. Why are we mocking how he did it? That's so disgusting. And like, could we just talk about how, like, it's not impossible to hike in jeans? Could we stop acting like it's impossible? It's not. I'm not saying it's the most comfortable, but we need to stop acting like we can't do hard things, like we can't do uncomfortable things. Now, I do want to go into some comments because I never want this to just be about, oh, what I'm saying. This is a real thing, right? Obviously, not ideal. I hear you. But if anything, I think this is kind of cool, right? Didn't even break a sweat. Nice job, sir. That's obviously hilarious because my guy is dripping. It looks like someone took a hose and just sprayed him all, sprayed him all over, which is hilarious. Other people are seeing the good here. They're like, keep up the great work, Mr. Kennedy. This is what I'm talking about. Come on, somebody. Let's go. Another person says hiking Camelback Mountain in the middle of summer in jeans is peak physical health. Absolutely. All right. Other people are saying it's also smart. Look at this. Jeans do well for sun and snake protection. That's right. Not great under heat for sure, but RFK Jr. is an experienced hiker and he knows what he can handle. Absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen Kennedy actually hike in shorts. All right. If you ask me, this is just peak health. He doesn't he doesn't need to wear shorts. All right. My guy is fine. So but that's gonna close off of that section of the video. I do want to share these other two wins that I thought were great. So no more of the pettiness towards Miss McCain. But here is some Maha wins that Secretary Kennedy shared today. He wrote, PepsiCo just announced it will eliminate artificial colors and flavors from Lay's and Tostitos by year's end and expand the use of avocado and olive oil in place of canola and soybean oil. Look at this, I urge every other food company to follow their lead and join the movement to make America healthy again. Look at this, shared by Reuters. PepsiCo to rebrand Lay's Tostitos without artificial dyes occasionally because there are so many wins, it's hard to lose count. But I think like this is us just walking up the stairs. This stuff's going up a ladder. Sometimes it gets repetitive, but whenever you keep doing that over a long enough period of time, you're going to look down and say, holy smokes, I just climbed a mountain. All right. It's very fitting. I wasn't planning on saying that. Sometimes things just pop up, but these are the mountains. These are the hikes. These are the paths that we walk. And sometimes I know there's a lot of people who are commenting every time Kennedy does anything. They're like, well, why haven't you done this? I wish you would just stop doing this and start focusing on this. This is the real problem, whether it's about X, Y, or Z. And so many people on my videos too, every time I'm trying to celebrate something here, they're like, well, why don't you talk about this? Well, what about this that's still happening? It's like, I understand you, right? But maybe this is me being ignorant and just putting so much faith and trust in the Trump administration. But I do think that whenever we take a look at these wins, at these moments, these are us. This is us climbing up the steps. This is us climbing up that mountain, and we are making just undeniable strides towards a healthier, brighter, fitter future. All right. And I just think that that's worth celebrating. RFK Jr. also shared this today from his Sec Kennedy account, and 3 words. 3 words were all that was needed here. He said, Maha is winning. And it was just a response to Steak and Shake saying, starting August 1st, Steak and Shake will offer Coca-Cola with real cane sugar in glass bottles. America deserves the best. We continue our Maha journey. All right, there you go. Over 2 million views. I love it. Anyways, guys, that is the video. All right, Maha is winning. Go outside, go kick some rocks, go touch some grass, go kick life's butt, and do it with your family. All right, go move, go climb a mountain. If you're gonna criticize RFK Jr. for climbing a mountain in jeans, go climb a mountain in jeans. All right, or do it in shorts. Just do it. All right. Insert a Nike inspirational music. All right, just do it. All right, go be with your family. Go create something that matters. Go bring people together. Go elevate the conversation somewhere. All right, I love it. Anyways, that is the video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, and I will see you on next time. If you've made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing. Fingers crossed that we hope to hit 50,000 subscribers soon. I think that's going to be one of the most exciting things in the world. I think sometimes like my YouTube journey kind of looks like this slow mountain where you don't just go from the bottom and then you're suddenly at the top. No, these are slow, incremental, tiny steps towards progress. And sometimes just like a hiking trail, like, you're going up because the elevation is rising, but it's also like there are moments where you dip, right? There are moments when you have to go into a valley and then just keep climbing your way out of it. And it's going to be hard to identify progress occasionally, but as long as you know that you're moving forward, that you're doing the right thing, you're going in the right direction. So I love it. That's what I'm telling myself. That's what I believe for Maha. That's what I believe for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. And even now in yesterday's videos about Tulsi Gabbard, I am definitely believing that for her, because there are just massively good things happening, and I love celebrating it. All right. Anyways, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry, this is like the second outro pretty much, but I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Episode's over already? Jeez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.